Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the weather. So, right now, right, we have a marginal risk in some areas here. There was actually a pop-up thunderstorm that produced decent sized hail around um, northern northeast New Jersey. So that was pretty interesting. Actually, I was looking at it today. It was like a supercell. I was like, damn. I was like, I'll bet you there's hail to it because it looked so. The cloud tops were so high. So, we got severe weather going on throughout all these areas, and um, so it's not really gonna impact the Northeast any of the severe weather, mainly because the temperatures are gonna be in the 60s, and there's gonna be not much sunlight, so there's not gonna be that much convective energy available in the atmosphere. So here we have um, the set day two convective outlook, and again, solid chance of tornadoes throughout this region, right? That's basically tornado alley for you guys. And day three, right, the area kind of moves down a little bit now. As the days do get a little closer, right, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an enhanced risk issued within the slight risk, right? Because that's usually how it is, right? And like, the areas of most likely tornado development would be, southeast Iowa and eastern Nebraska, northeast and northeast central Nebraska here, and northwest uh, Missouri. So let's take a look at tropical tidbits real quick, right? Just kind of see how everything is panning out. And as you can tell, there's going to be some low pressure systems coming in from the north, right? With some cold air, right? Not really much of like drastic differences, right? But kind of the typical severe weather season type of layout. And so as we continue going through here, right? Looks like, yeah, there's going to be several severe weather outbreaks throughout this time frame, and the main thing we need to look at right now is SB Cape, and that's the available uh, that's the convective available potential energy. That's what CAPE stands for. And as you can tell, right, for Tuesday evening, right, tomorrow they have a good risk issued for tornadoes. As you can tell, there's a lot of CAPE here, right, and then a lot of cold air um, going through that. And so what that means is that there's going to be like good chance for tornadoes throughout this area. So I could tell you guys in the future, right, where there's going to be more. And as you can tell, right, that low pressure system kind of moves through, and then there's another low pressure system that actually comes in, right, and that's why the slight risk for severe weather moves down towards you know Oklahoma and Kansas. And as you can tell, yeah, right here, this is like the evening time around 7 8 p.m., right, Central Time, or actually no, like 6 7 p.m. Central Time. So this is where the bulk of the severe weather is going on. As you can tell, these areas where there's no convective available potential energy, yeah, well, that's thunderstorms for you guys. So again, it's going to be forming, and the low pressure is kind of deep, 989. So enhanced risk could be issued throughout these areas, right? Solid chance of hail and tornadoes and all that type of severe weather as we go through, right? For Thursday, looks like there's no low pressure system, so could be more of like a marginal slight risk rather than enhanced. And as we continue going through, right, there's going to be limitless available convective available potential energy throughout Texas and Oklahoma, right? And so there could be a couple days where they're going to be experiencing some thunderstorms. Definitely nothing too severe as of the way I'm looking at it right now, right? So let's just wait for all this to come through, and say let's continue throughout Saturday and everything. And then so it's looking like May 8th type of time frame. This is forecast R192, which means this is about um 8 9 days in advance. What it's showing a very deep low pressure system here, and now the dangerous thing about this one is that it's very deep, right? And that could actually spark up a lot more severe weather. So there could be a very big severe weather outbreak. And as you can tell, once it comes a little closer to the eastern part of the United States, it really diminishes, mainly because there's less convective available potential energy, right? The sea breeze is still really kicking in full fledged, and so the severe weather peaks in like June in the Northeast, but obviously right now it's peaking in the Midwest type of region. So again, guys, watch out for May 8th, May 9th, May 7th, right? It's looking like because there's going to be a lot of cold air coming down from the Rockies mixing with the very, very warm air coming from the Gulf of Mexico, right? And then again, you got the sun that's heating up the atmosphere, and that's contributing to all of this. So if we go to the 2 meter temp anomaly, right? So as you can tell here, there's actually going to be here you can really see the front coming through, and so there's going to be a lot of cold air on the back side, and then very warm air at the surface, right? But at the higher levels of the atmosphere, there's going to be colder air. So if we take a look at the 850 MB compared to the surface, you guys will probably be able to see that there's a lot of cold air that's overriding this very warm air, right? So with that low pressure system coming through in the future, right, there's going to be, as you could tell, these big temperature differences, right? It could be big areas of severe weather. As you could tell very cold air here, very warm air here. So big tornado opportunity throughout that time frame, in my opinion. I think that's like the main thing that's really going to be going on right now, is that there's going to be these high risks for severe weather, and not really that much severe weather risks in the U.S., but as you can tell with the system with the precipitation, it's actually going to cause some snow in the Rockies there, and there's going to be a massive mix, and so I definitely, it's going to be a big opportunity for tornadoes. Northeast is kind of going to be spared of like the warmest, the hottest weather, with like the sea breeze kind of keeping things a little bit cooler, and yeah. So let's see. Let's take a look at the hazards, convective, and the hazards outlook here. Give me 1 second. The fire weather outlook, right? It looks like there could be a solid risk of fires here in the D3 region. New Mexico, Texas, those places aren't really known for wildfires. That really shouldn't be an issue in those places. Let's see. Hazards. Oh yeah, day 2 fire weather outlook. Here it is right here. Elevated risk throughout this region: Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota type of region. So in general, are we going to be experiencing, let's just take a look at the ensembles real quick. Let's take a look at who's going to be getting what when it comes to, temperature wise and precipitation wise, right? Just kind of to get a little bit more specific here. Let's just wait for this to load real quick. And so yeah, GEFS here, right, showing, let's go to this. So yeah, kind of showing above temperatures persisting throughout the eastern part of the United States, right? And the big, severe weather opportunities obviously throughout all of these areas. And that is mainly because um we got a bunch of cold air coming from the Rockies, right, mixing in, and as you can tell, Tornado Alley is right around there. So that's why all these tornadoes be going on, because this could, this is kind of usually the springtime pattern for what's going on. And yeah, so that's for temperature. Let's take a look at the 7-day precipitation anomalies here and kind of get an idea. So it's looking like the precipitation is going to be above average throughout the upper Midwest, going through Wisconsin, Michigan, and the Northeast. So that's pretty good, with below average precipitation going through South Texas, Louisiana, and all the Gulf states and Florida there. And yeah, above average precipitation up until May 9th throughout the northwest US, and then it kind of turns drier a little bit later. And so let's just take a look at thermodynamics real quick, just get an idea. And as you can tell, above average temperatures going through the northeast region, and then probably going to be some more low pressure systems coming through towards the middle of May, kind of cooling some stuff down a little bit more. So that's kind of the temperature outlook there for you guys. And then we take a look at the CFS weekly just to get an idea. With the 2-meter temperature anomalies, yeah, it's kind of showing a little bit of a cool down in mid-May throughout the entire central and eastern part of the US, but then it kind of gets a little bit warmer as we continue through the period. But yeah, right now the current setup throughout the beginning of May is that there's going to be very dangerous cold air and very warm air, right, mixing with each other, and big opportunity for tornadoes throughout Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, just all those states. So yeah, guys, be wary of that. Be mindful. It's gonna, be it's gonna be a little bit dangerous. It's gonna get a little bit dangerous. So just remember that. Let's see. And then right now, oh, look at that. So there's actually going to be a backdoor cold front coming through, and that's why that's going to keep the temperatures on Tuesday a little bit lower throughout the NYC region there in the Northeast. And as we continue, right, the temperatures kind of stay. But that's actually very interesting. Let's take a look at the 2-meter temperature anomalies here. So it's actually going to be really warm in South Jersey tomorrow, but North Jersey is going to experience that effect. It's like backdoor cold front. Yeah, no, yeah, that does not happen during the summer. This is only kind of a wintertime phenomenon, right? You could get like fucking Rutgers, Montclair University. It's gonna be like in the low 60s, but then Southern New Jersey, Rowan University is so freaking warm. It's actually crazy. And then Wednesday we kind of get a little bit back to normal, where it's like partly cloudy skies, and then yeah, but as you can tell, the sea breeze really kicks in, really just makes those temperatures go knock off quickly in the evening time. Sea breeze is so strong because the cold air, it's consistently there. Let's take a look at the current sea temperature anomalies too, just to kind of get an idea of what it's kind of. So analysis tools, ocean analysis. Let's take a look at what we got here. And if we take a look at the North Atlantic, so we do have below average temperatures right off the East Coast, right? So that's going to keep a lot of the temperatures, closer to the coast, right? It's gonna be very cold. So like, let's say if we take a look at NAM 3KM, and we take a look at the North Carolina coast here, you can kind of look at the 2-meter temperature anomalies here. Hold on. as you continue to go through, right? The literally like North Carolina right here, temperature um just stays very very cold. Um, it's a NAM 12 km 2 meter temp anomaly. So as you can tell, as I go through the models and stuff, um, all the temperatures off the North Carolina coast, they actually continue to remain below average, all because of the water temperatures being below average in all these areas. The water displacement going on from these storms is probably to blame, right? The water goes from Canada all the way down to um, North Carolina. In the future, it's gonna warm up. There's gonna be hurricanes coming through. It's gonna be worse stuff that happens. So yeah, guys, that's my update for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day and peace out.